Double overtime.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us start. Yesterday we stopped here. How to get an integer value? Console.write enter the value of a int a equal to convert dot to int 30 dot console.read line. Okay. Again I'm going to get the input console dot write line of enter the value of b. Okay. And after that you have to get the input for b. Int b equal to convert dot to int 32 of console dot. You don't need to type everything. Okay, it will source in your screen. Okay, so if you type all the things means it will source an error. Okay. So now I'm going to add these values. Int c equal to a plus b. Okay, and after that I'm going to print the result. Okay, so now you got the points what I did. Okay, so can we run this program? Okay. Yes, enter the value of a. Again the value 100 and again the value is b. Finally we will get the result. Okay, through the keyboard we are getting the input like that. Okay, so next we move for how to get the float
Can
value.
you explain? 1 minute. I'll see the whole program once. And
okay, now this.
So first we putting a console.write line, entering the data for a. Then we are converting that into
Integer.
The to integer 32. That is a read line what we giving the number. Then console.write line.
Yes.
Again we giving a number.
Yes.
Again we converting into integer. Int b. Then are we really give this integer separately here?
Yeah.
Why we not give one integer ABC like that way? It's not going to work.
No, it will not work. You can give int a comma b comma c means again you got to get the keyboard means you got to convert it. Okay, so now I'm going to give another one result here. Float salad, or we can go with double salad.
Now what is this number? The 0, 1, 2.
What? 0 is the index, bro. Okay, so which index you are going to use? And a equal to 0 means within the bracket we are giving the format which we are using percentage d, percentage f in c. No, similarly we are using the index value to get the value of a and b and c. Okay, so now I define the variable named salary, and after that what you have to do, get the value of to salary. So I'm going to write console dot write line. 1 second. Sorry. Console.write line. Again, I'm going to give the value. Enter your salary. Okay, this one is floating point value. I'm going to get the value. So now salary equal to
convert dot.
Yes, correct.
Double.
Two double. Double of what you have to do?
console read line,
console
console
dot,
dot read line.
that's all. Then you have to semicolon. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm going to print this value, console dot write line. My salary is okay. If you are not using format specifier means you have to use plus concordance. Have to convert this in a floating point value to the result as a string. Okay.
Okay.
Now you got the point. Okay.
Yeah, now I got it.
So next, what I'm going to do, get the character input. Okay. So char choice. Okay.
Choice.
Console dot write line
Oh, this
of.
is already string, so we no need to
No,
give
no, no. Okay, this is also how to convert. This one is only single character. Okay, this is having integer value. Okay, ASCII value. So for that reason, we need to convert it into character. Otherwise, it won't show this here. It will show an error. Enter your choice, yes or no. Okay. So now I'm going to convert this choice equal to convert dot to char
okay.
of
Console dot read
console
line.
dot read line. Very good. That's all. Okay. So now I received the choice, and after that going to print this value.
How you defining the choice is a character, single character? How you doing that?
It will get only one character only. If you give more than one character, it will show an error.
Oh,
Okay. Again, I'm going to print this character. Char choice is defined now, so the name itself we understand. So for that reason also I was given in double quotes enter your choice y or no. Y or
so the people they only use when we enter, we have to only type Y or N.
yeah,
N.
single character, any character you can give it, no problem. It will take.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and my choice is plus choice. Okay. So now I was received all the inputs, and also only one thing is remaining, string. I'm going to get my first name and last name. Okay, how I will get string. Okay, f name equal to I directly will be getting the result. Don't need to convert it. Console dot read line, because it automatically takes the string input. Okay, console dot read line. Okay, again I will get my string last name equal to console dot read line of. Okay, string full name equal to f name plus I'm going to concatenating these two. Okay, so my name is within double quotes. I'm going to give the value console dot write line. My name is within the bracket. I'm going to give comma. That's it. If you use format specifier, there is no need to use concatenation symbol. Okay, if you are not using format specifier, you got to use concat plus symbol at the print statement.
Okay.
Let me try all these.
Okay, I have a question because yeah. Okay, you just play.
Yes, please tell.
First we can finish this output, then I'll tell you.
Okay. Enter the value of A. I will get the result 100, 200. Enter your salary 5000.2567. Okay. Enter your choice. I am giving the choice My choice is yes. Okay, and after that I didn't specify to get the input for my first name and last name. Marimuthu Kanagaraj. Okay, my name is Marimuthu Kanagaraj, and after that hello.net program is given. Okay, if you need to give any space between your first name and last name, what you will do? Have to include here one space. It automatically takes. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So and after that you have to use here console dot right line, enter your first name and last name. Okay, that's all. Yeah, please ask your doubt.
Okay. Here we mentioned the index number. So this one in this index number it will take the first name, or which one it goes?
No. I have concatenated those things. Full name, first name plus last name. Okay. So full name it will take only one. So if you want your first name and last name, okay, I will go with 0 and 1 without using concatenation. I'm going to print directly F name, comma.
So now it will this will take this two, the first string and second string.
Second string orderly. Okay. This is only index value.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. Yeah, you can note down this, and we can move for again framework structure.
But here we no need to do concatenation, right?
No need to do concatenation. It automatically print the result. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with this one.
Okay. So all the data types we are used and also get that dynamically, and we move for again our .NET framework structure. Yes. Okay, this is the framework structure. Okay, so .NET framework. Visual Studio .NET, it is the framework. So we can go with any framework. This is the basic structure. Or either it 1.1 or 2.0 or 3.0 or 3.5, whatever framework we are using. Okay, so all the framework, this structure can be followed. Okay, so I already told .NET framework which supports more than 72 language. It supports one-stop programming language. So what do you mean by one-stop programming language? So we can code within single platform whatever language you know. Okay, so here I know VB, you know C++. In some other my teammate will know C sharp. So whatever language he knows, there is no issue. He can write their code and compile it within single platform. Okay, and after that, common language specification. So here, integer, character, float, double. So common language specification framework class library we are having within the .NET framework structure. Okay, this framework class library which holds all the common languages, the common data types, common syntaxes, keywords. So what are the things we are going to use for all the languages? So it framework which maintains for all the languages single class specification. Okay, so it provides if we are going with each and every language individual framework structure means it will make a issue to hold more than one library files are required. So for that reason they reduce to code. So what are the common language specifications are required? So everything will be formatted into single group. Okay, so it can provide the data types whatever it is, if syntaxes, so everything is provided like that on the common language specification. And the next part is we are going with web application or Windows Form application. Okay, and another one thing we are having ADO.NET ActiveX data object. This is the backend of your project. So whether we are going with a Windows Form application, you got to store your some values, and either you are going with web application, you got to store some data. So here we need to how to work with the extensive markup language. This is also secured data type you have to use to store in your project directly. So if you don't want, you can go with SQL Server or Oracle Server, whatever it is, you can go with. Okay, so ActiveX data object, which is the interface between front end to back end, it is used to store what are the data are given by you. You can store it into a database or XML. That's all. Next, base class library. This is the common for all the things. So after converting your code, okay, and this base class library which provides the solution to this, and after that, this can be forwarded to common language runtime. Okay,
Mm.
this common language runtime is the heart of your .NET framework architecture. So
Okay.
whatever language you can code, it can take into form of Microsoft intermediate language. That is in the form of bytes, zeros and ones. Intermediate language is in the form of three address code. Okay, this three address code, which is known as interpreter. You know that Java, everyone will tell how you will compile your Java program.
By run, give run at start.
Oh, first you have to compile the program. Okay, Java C file name dot Java, and after that again you have to run with the interpreter JVM Java file name. What is the purpose of giving like that?
What's that?
We are giving to compile our Java program Java C file name dot Java. Okay, and after that what we will do, Java and file name to compile our Java program to get
Yes.
to see the output. So first you compile the program, can convert it into bytecode. This bytecode only inter dependent language. Okay, so this bytecode only going to support with any platform. So Java program will won't support. Okay, Java bytecode only supports to platform independent. Okay, so Java program, it is a platform dependent program only. So here also our programming language, the compiled programming language is platform dependent, and the JIT compiler, it can convert it into output. Okay, so the output result, it can convert it into intermediate language. This intermediate language, now we can take any platform, it can work. Okay, so for the reason we are using, let me see on next slide how
So these are the languages. There are a lot of languages.
lot of languages, more than 70
This
plus languages.
it depends company. They use different languages or how
Most probably 99% they were going with C# language only.
okay they going with C sharp.
Why the C# language going? Any idea? Because our .NET framework is designed with the help of C# language only. So for that reason, the people are using C# language.
Okay, okay, okay,
So if you go with C# language, means it will work with fast. That's why the people are using C# language, fast and
okay,
efficient. Okay.
okay, okay.
So next, common language runtime. So common language runtime, it is a heart of our .NET programming language, .NET framework. So it is the language interoperability. This common language runtime only which converts the different programming language into single programming language. So MSIL, Microsoft Intermediate Language. Common classes for all languages. Here, all the programming languages can have a single frame base class library. Okay, framework class library we also tell. Okay, so runtime, at the runtime only the compilation will take place as a machine code.
Mm.
The assembly code cannot directly convert it into machine code. Assembly code can convert it into intermediate code. That intermediate code can convert it into machine code. Okay, so
Okay.
this framework common language runtime can be helpful to work with application domains, so either web application or Windows application. We can easily scale our programming language. So scalability. Okay. So and it is robust and secure execution environment. That's all. So we are going with one-stop programming language, so we can able to increases our productivity also.
Okay.
Okay. Here we know multiple programming languages, so cross inheritance also will be possible. So some other doing C++, some other doing C sharp, some other doing VB. So cross inheritance, cross language inheritance also possible in our .NET programming language. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So next, so CLR execution model. There definitely interview will ask what is the use of CLR and what is the use of common type specification. So you have to know aware about that. I will provide the material basic interview questions on this framework structure. Okay.
Okay.
So you write with your own code, VB or C++ or C sharp, whatever it is. And the compiler we are having are for all the languages. Okay, this can be compiled and converted into MSIL, Assembly Intermediate Language Code. That is known as Microsoft Intermediate Language Code. And after that, this common language runtime can take the MSIL intermediate language and provide to JIT compiler. JIT compiler, what do you mean by JIT compiler? Just in time compiler. This is used to execute our intermediate language.
Okay.
So the compiled program not directly executing the result. Okay, so it can convert it into assembly code, and after that it goes to JIT compiler. This JIT compiler only going to provide the result. Okay, so if you are having any errors, it can skip in first step also.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, what are the services are provided by .NET? So
So
ASP.NET,
question.
we are going with
Okay.
web forms, web services. What do you mean by web services? Name please some web services.
Web services like Google, something like that.
Next.
Even Firefox, like that.
Okay. Then next. HTTP,
Firefox.
HTTPS. These are the web
Okay.
services. Okay.
Okay.
ASP.NET which provides. Here we are having predefined in .NET framework having IAS. So what do you mean by
Okay.
IAS? Any idea?
No, no idea.
So this is provided by Microsoft. Internet Information Services. So this service can use to host your ASP.NET pages. Okay. So you can just aware about that how to use IAS. There is no need to configure IAS server here. It automatically configured with our .NET framework. Okay. So while we are moving for ASP.NET, don't need to configure these things. So while deploying, we can use to IAS server we are okay to host our project. Okay.
Okay.
So AES it provides many services FTP, HTTP. HTTP is our you are going to use our web pages. FTP you are going to use file transferring services. Okay.
So this will comes when we're doing production or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
You are going to
time will be there.
deploying your projects. You need a IAS service. Now we don't require. So we are going to use only learning purpose only. So for the reason they're
Okay.
providing a .NET framework inbuilt IAS we are having. While compiling your
Okay.
ASP.NET projects, automatically IAS server will configure. Okay. It
Okay.
provides. Okay. So I will show you in later. Okay. And after that, Windows forms. So we can able to create more number of rich clients. So each and every machine can have to be installed separately Windows Form application. So web application don't require to use. So this you can go with any server. The server can be installed your web projects. This project can be serviced to all the clients. But if you are using a Windows Form application means each and every system have to be installed separately. This is two-tier architecture yesterday I told like that, and also ASP.NET is a three-tier architecture. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay.
okay, so next ADO.NET, evaluation of ADO data sets. So we are going to store our data and also through we can able to store our data by using XML. Two ways we can able to get the data into our services. Okay.
Okay.
Next. So I already told component-oriented programming language. First programming component-oriented programming language in the C++ family, and in C sharp everything really is an object. How? What is the purpose of giving here static void main?
That is the main concept, main
Main
body,
concept.
body.
Okay. So if you are not giving static, what will happen? So if you are giving, we will see later in static functions. Okay, if you are giving static means there no need to create an object. So static function cannot be instantiated. So if you are going with any class, you have to create an object for that class to access. Okay, you are creating class program, it can be defaultly created. So your solution name hello.net program. So in previous versions in 2.5 or 3 it will shows hello.net program solution name as a class name. In Java also file name and class name will be same. Here it can be changed, namespace we are using either. Okay, so here I'm going to show hello.net program. I was stored my C drive dev here hello.net program. So this is folder name. I already told no. So namespace is a folder name. Here I have one namespace. Within that I have some applications and supporting documents. So this is how to you have to open. This is the solution explorer. Okay. Next time you can open it. It will source can be it will loaded in your project. Okay. So now so static. If you are creating static means don't need to create an object for the class. It can automatically instantiate it. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah, there is no need to create any object for that function. You can directly, it can directly
1 minute.
instantiate.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Can continue.
Can we start?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that how to what is the purpose of using static within the main function. So if we are not using static means it cannot be instantiated. Okay, so if you are using static means don't need to create an object, it automatically called within the main program. Okay, so we are for that reason we are using static as a main function. So if you are not using static means you have to create an object, otherwise it won't work. Here this one is predefined function, while you are created your solution means it automatically generates static void main. Okay, so now robust and durable software, lifelong. Okay, it will work and secure. So and also it preserves your investment. So here there is no need to any extra investment like that. You can go with one single platform. You can train with your employees. You can go with any project. You can work with ASP.NET or web forms. So it can preserve your investment also. Don't need to train again and again. So you can go with single domain .NET framework. It can work.
Okay. Okay.
So component oriented language. So we have to know about the properties, methods, events. So what do you mean by property? So here we are having one class. So everything really is an object. Through the object of the class, we are going to access the properties of the class. Okay. Without object, we can't able to access the properties of the class. Okay, so through the object only we can able to access any property. It is a member variable or it is a method, whatever it is. Okay, so method is having a function name. So some operations we can define within that. This method called through the object only. Okay, so the next
Okay.
event. So events we can go with mouse click event. This one is one event. Mouse release event. Okay, mouse move event. So similarly we can work out with Visual Basic 2008. We run some other days. So similarly we are going to work out with events. Okay.
Okay.
So everything will considered as a design time and runtime attributes.
Okay.
So now integrated documentation using XML. So we can use XML. So within that we can we don't if you are using XML means you don't need any database. You can directly document it by using XML.
Okay.
I already told one-stop programming language. There is no need to explain again and again. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here I want to tell another one thing. Can be embedded in ASP pages. So ASP pages only converted into ASP.NET. Okay.
Okay.
So here C++ or Java. We got to jump some comparison how to do. So C++ and Java cannot interoperate with other programming languages. But in C#.NET we can able to interoperate with other programming languages.
Okay.
Okay. So small tasks and list also can able to interoperable operating system, but the thing is it can have some cost, but C# with no performance cost.
Okay.
So we can able to extend our projects, reuse it, and can able to recreate it already defined projects.
Okay.
Okay. So here we are having a number of collections, stack, queue, like that we are having. We will let me see the collections on that. Okay.
Okay.
So already we discussed robust and durable. So what do you mean by garbage collection?
Unwanted files.
Yeah, unwanted. You have created some variable, but you are never used it. So no memory list. Here I am going to show the garbage collection. So I created a double salary and I put it in command. Okay. Here you see the variable salary is declared but never used. If you are defined any variables, you have to use it. Otherwise, while compiling this the C# compiler, what it will do, it automatically removes no memory leaks. That one is automatic garbage collector we are having.
Okay.
Okay, now you understand garbage collector.
So that message is showing because of the garbage collection.
Garbage collector. No memory leaks.
But we cannot see the garbage collection files or anything anywhere.
No, we can't have it.
See inbuilt it.
Yeah, inbuilt it. Yes. If you are created any variables, you have to use it. Otherwise, it will show you a warning message. If you are created some variable, but you are never used anywhere. Okay. So next, exception handling. So if you are trying to access some file operations, if you are trying to access some divide by zero operation, it will show an exception. So here we have to use some exception handling to handle the error messages. Okay, one second. Okay. So here versioning, there is no versioning problem. The higher end version will support lower end versions. Okay, if you are done any projects in 4.5 means it works with 4.6. Okay, if you are done with any 4.6 projects, you can't able to work with 4.5. So promoting the versioning is not supported here.
Okay.
Okay, so if you are done, for example, if you are created any Word file in 2010, if you are opening 2013 means it will work. Okay, if you are creating any document in 2013 docs files, if you are trying to access in 2007 Word, what will happen? It will show an error automatically. Similar way it will work.
Okay.
And here type safety. So type safety are similar to we are created here. Double salary I was created. Okay, instead I'm going to convert into convert dot to int 32 of what will happen. console dot read line. Here it will takes, there is no issue. How?
But we cannot give double value.
No, salary is a double value. Okay, so now convert that 2 into 32, console dot read line. What will happen? It automatically takes this. 1 second, I will come inside my phone.
Okay.
So let's start it. Okay, fine. So what will happen? Type promotion we are having. Okay, so smaller value type data type which accepts higher value. Okay, but higher value data type it won't accept lower value. So if suppose I am trying here convert dot 2 into 32 of, instead I am using 2, convert dot 2 double of, console dot read line of. Okay, it will show an error. How it will show an error? Because integer b we are having smaller value, but we are trying to store the double value into integer. What will happen? It won't support. So if you are trying double value to integer, it will support. You can try to create any value to lower to higher, it will support. So type promotion, I will so what are the data types will support in here. You note down this type promotion. Yes, see, you can take this image. Byte can able to store sort int can able to store integer. Okay, so but character can able to store integer. So here I will show or proof it. Integer, I have integer value, I can able to store character also here. To char of, console dot read line of. See, it accepts. Okay, so type promoting plays a major role in any high level object oriented programming. If you are going Java means it will like that only it will works. Okay, so double it can support all the data types. Instead string it can support here, can't support here. String it is separate data type. So this one is reference type data type. So we know that these are preemptive data type, value type.
Okay.
Okay.
So normally this goes from the bottom. So double accept all the int, short, char, everything.
Yes, everything it comes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And if you are using
then why we using int the 32? That is the perfect way to use.
Yeah, you can use int 32 also, and also int 16. That one is sort.
Okay.
So here I am going to create one variable sort x, convert dot to int 16. Sort variable you have to use like that. Console dot read line up. Okay. Okay, if you are using long variable, long, this is also integer, y equal to which data type you are going to use? Convert dot to 60 int 64 of. Now you understand the concepts, what's going on.
Yeah.
Console dot read line of. Okay, so long integer which supports sort integer also. Okay, but sort integer it won't support int 32 or int 64. By int 32 which supports int 16, but it won't support int 64 to int 64.
Okay.
Okay, now you got the point why we are giving like this.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So here we are using type promotion the way the type can be saved. Unsaved. Okay. So here you can see public class stack. So this is our solution. This one is older version, it will source like that. Our newer version, it automatically creates like that program. In your framework also, it will source like that only. So your solution
Your
can
voice
be
is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Just tell me from the front of the stack.
so this is your solution name stack here public class stack.
Okay.
Okay, so here in our newer framework it can store as a namespace. Okay, so instead it can create program like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we can able to store our data by two ways. One is value type and another one is reference type. String is a reference type and integer, character, float, double or value type.
Okay.
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 So value types are preemptives, enumerators, structures. So here C sharp which supports all the features. So instead union it won't support structure. We can able to use our C sharp language. Okay,
Okay.
so reference types are classes, interfaces, arrays, and delegates. The what do you mean by delegates? We know that class, interface, and arrays. What do you mean by delegates?
Delegates.
This is one type of function. This is used for functional pointer.
Okay.
Okay, let me see on separately on these topics. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you go through just 5 to 10 minutes and back again after 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to take a break
Nice.
after at 10, 8:10. So now it's 8:01.
Okay.
So 8:10.
In my
We
screen,
can
my
meet.
time is 5:31. Okay, we start again 5:40 or 5:45.
5:40. No. Till 5:40, you take it. After 10 minutes, I am going to take a break because the time is not reached.
Oh,
So,
okay.
anything emergency you have to go?
No. Just completed this topic. Need to start within 5 minutes break. That's it.
Because now it's just 8:01 here.
Okay.
There are 9 more minutes to reach 8:10.
Okay.
From that time only we can start opening the fasting. So
Oh,
break the
okay, okay.
fasting. Yeah.
Okay, we'll take it. No issues. Super.
So, yeah.
Okay, so now I will tell how to open our file. Okay, our projects. Already defined projects. So file, open.
Mhm.
Again, go control plus O. How to open your projects? You can go with here. So I will open already created some project exception handling. For example, so this one is SLN file. You have to click it and open it. This can be opened.
So this is the error handling file.
Yeah.
The error handling.
No. I'm showing how to open your file.
Okay.
Okay. So file. This can be opened here. Okay. File. Open file. Okay. You can open with a project solution or a website, whatever it is. You can open. You can directly go with file. You can open anything. Okay.
Okay.
So
If I want to start another program with the same file,
okay.
how to start
In
that?
console, not possible. You have to close it, and you have to create new solution. It can
Okay.
be helpful. That's all.
Okay.
This one is text mode we are using. Okay.
Okay.
So now here, next edit. So we will go with the server explorer here.
Mm-hmm.
We can connect our database like that here, and after that toolbox. So we don't have any toolbox for console application. So if you are going in Windows Home application and web application, the toolbox automatically it shows here. Okay. let me see on later. Okay, and here tools.
Okay.
So toolbox or properties also here, and
So same toolbar is having same properties over here.
yes, yes. So these are the basic property. We can't able to see anything in here. We are going with a Windows Form application. We can see all the menu buttons, menu items. Okay, one by one by I will explain what is the purpose of we are using. And here there is no need of using this toolbar property. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Then next,
So you're going to show one by one all the buttons.
yeah,
What
yeah,
it's doing.
one by I will explain.
Okay. 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 And what about you go inside the .NET and what about the other file it's showing with the
Yeah, yeah, I will tell.
some sort of file?
Here I have a definition for that. Okay, you can right click it here, threading dot task. Okay,
Yes.
here go
Mm.
to definition is there no.
Mm. Yes.
You can able to see threading. So here can't able to see. If you are going with Windows Form application and web application, we can able to see these definitions.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. If you are having any definition means we can it will goes directly. Okay,
Okay.
so these are the namespaces. Namespace is just like a folder name. Okay, don't need to use it.
Okay.
Fine. Next, we start with second lesson. So I will give basic concept of OOP. Okay, don't need this one.
Okay.
Create what are the basic concepts are used in our C Sharp, Java, whatever it is. Okay, I will tell.
The
Uh,
oops concept. You
oops
mean
concept.
oops concept? Okay.
Okay. Basic concept of work is object oriented. Okay, so class. Next, object.
So from here after we only going to use oops concept in the C
Yes,
sharp.
yes.
Okay. So most of the programs goes with the oops concept.
Use concept only. Yeah, everything
Oops
will be
concept.
goes with use concept only.
Oops concept.
Encapsulation. Data abstraction.
So
Polymorphism.
inside these concepts only we're going to use the loop and
Yes.
for loop, while loop.
Yeah,
Everything is
everything
constant
we have
only.
in this. Yes. Dynamic binding and message passing. Okay. So what happened? So these basic concept of OOP in any object-oriented programming language, we have to stick on this basic concept of OOP. Okay. So what is class? Class, it is a blueprint of an object. So note down these things. I will provide the key for these 8 basic concepts of OOP, and after that, after your prayer, and again I will explain these things. Okay.
Okay.
Note on this class. Class is a blueprint of an object.
Okay.
And object is an instance of a class.
Okay.
Encapsulation is a wrapping up of data into a single unit. I will explain one by one how why we are calling like that. Okay, so basic concept of OOP is fully based on real world entity. So the
Okay.
programming language specially designed for real world programming language. So for that reason we are using this 8 concepts. Next, data abstraction. So without knowing the background details,
Mm.
user can use the function or system.
Okay.
Okay. Inheritance occurs the class having their own property. Inheritance the class having their own property
Mm.
and occurs the properties of some other class.
Okay.
Polymorphism. Poly means many, morphism means tails. Many tails. Taking more than one form.
Many taste or what is it?
Tames. Poly means many.
Okay. Many
Morphism,
terms.
many tails.
Okay.
Taking more than one form. These are the
Okay.
keys. You got to tell into your, you have to ask what it mean by polymorphism. And after that, so and so, you have to explain it. I will tell how to explain these
Okay.
things.
Okay. Okay.
This key how to be important thing.
Okay.
Next, dynamic binding. Dynamic binding is a late binding.
Okay.
It alerts the memory at the runtime.
Okay.
So next, message passing. Passing the message between one object to another object. Fine.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. That's it. So these are the basic concept of OOP. Okay. So again we see after the 10 minutes break. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that is 10 8:20. Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
8:20 we'll meet. Okay.
Okay.
I want to keep it stay with the live or
No.
how
Yeah, I
how
will
it is.
pass this and again I will. You can ping me.
Yeah, just and after we can continue. Okay.
Okay.
So we continue.
Yeah. Okay. What do you mean by class? Class is a blueprint of an object. Okay.
Hmm.
So why we call class is a blueprint? Suppose I will give one real-time example. Okay, I have
Okay.
plot, 1,000 square feet plot. What I will do first?
1,000 square feet.
1,000 square feet plot. I need to construct my new house. What I will do? To draw the blueprint of my house first.
Okay.
Okay, so within that blueprint, I have kitchen, I have bedroom and restroom and a hall, etc. etc. Okay, so
Okay.
here I have a blueprint. So somewhere in that blueprint, I was defined my bedroom will be available like that, and my hall will be available like that. My flooring will be available like that. My ceiling will be available like that. So I will be defined my blueprint. Okay, so this blueprint won't help to stay with our house. Okay, we need to construct our house. So what I will do, go to meet any construction engineer that is known as an object. Okay, so I will provide my blueprint of my house to my construction engineer. Then construction engineer, which will automatically starts their work too. So which one have to be started first? So ground floor or first floor, whatever it is, he only can decide one by one by
Ground floor.
one by one by one they are going to execute. Okay, so in my blueprint I have everything, but the thing is
Okay.
construction engineer only. One second, Ruba. Hello. So the construction engineer only can decide so which part of your house to be constructed first. Okay. So we are having a number of property within the blueprint. Okay. So, but the thing is, construction engineer object only can decide which property to be constructed first. Okay.
Okay.
So because object is called as an instance of a class. Okay. Why object is
Okay.
called? The properties which property have to be executed first. An object can decide which property have to be executed. Okay. So
Okay.
here I know I have one property, one function, constructor. What do you mean by constructor? The
To
con
construct the objects, right?
No, constructor, the class name and function name should be same. Okay. So when you create an object of the class, so I am the owner of the house. Okay, I know
Okay.
some carpentering work. I don't need to give the outsource. I can do my work for my house. Don't need to give outsource. Some of the work I will do. So I am an electrician. I can work with electrical work for my house. I don't want to give some other outsource to work these works. So I will tell the construction engineer. So I can able to work this work. So when you create an object of the class, okay, the constructor invoked automatically within the main program. There is no need to call by using object. Can you able to understand what
Wow.
is constructor?
Little confused.
Little bit confused. The class
Yeah.
name. So I'm going to construct my house. Okay. So for that
Okay.
reason, the constructor name and class name should be same.
So first of all, construction has a function and a name.
Yeah,
Construction name. Okay.
constructor it is a function, one type of function. Okay, so
Okay.
I am also a worker. I know how electrical work. I know carpenter work. Okay, so I don't
Okay.
need to work some other persons by using an object. How to instruct the construction engineer? He can do all the works, but I will
Okay.
work for my house. Don't need to instruct me. Okay, so when
Okay.
you
Okay.
start your work of your home, okay, the constructor automatically will parallelly work. So if you want to tell the construction engineer want to tell you do this work, you do this work because this is your house. The construction engineer don't want to tell. You can work with your
Okay.
house for your purpose. So for that
Okay.
reason, when you create an object of the class, when you start your construction work of your house, the constructor also automatically works.
Okay.
So that's why
Okay.
I give an example for construction site. Okay. So
Okay.
now encapsulation. So encapsulation, how you will achieve the concept of encapsulation? So by declaring a member variable as a private. So I know I told wrapping up of data into a single unit. Okay. So which is known as
Mm.
encapsulation. So laptop, I have one laptop, HP laptop. I have one marker, cabinet marker. For example,
Mm.
I have one TV. LED TV. So like that I will tell. So what they were defined inside, I don't know. I'm going to use one property. That's all. Okay. So TV is specially used for seeing the movies, pictures, videos like that. And laptop is specially used to for creating some applications, so chatting with some other friends like that we are using laptop. So marker, what is the purpose of using marker? To writing blackboard. So some other purpose it won't work. Okay. So here, so we are using one unit for some purposes only. Okay. So we can't able to use some other purpose. So marker we won't use some other purpose. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
similar way, we achieve the concept of encapsulation, how the definition will be. So the vendor can source this definition. Some other will copy our product, they will deploy our similar product. So for that reason, by declaring a member variable as a private, so what they are defined inside, we can't able to see. You can't able to create one marker by your own. No, because
No.
everything will be private. So we are using the function only. Okay.
Okay.
So now next one is data abstraction. So I'm going to buy one new bike. Okay. So the seller told to me, if you are buying me a new bike, you before that you have to any problem will occur in your bike, you have to rectify your bike problem. They will tell like that. So if you will buy the bike, no, because I don't want to know the working principle of bike. I need to use that bike only. How to start and how to ride that bike. That's enough to for a rider. Okay. So the service in data abstraction through the concept of data abstraction, both and are benefited. your end user also get benefited and service provider also will get benefited. So another one example I will take. So ATM machine. If you are going to take some money from the ATM, what you will do before you are going to take an ATM money? You have to write 1,000 lines of code. Then only you can able to get the money. Means you will go for ATM. No. Yeah? Am I correct?
Okay.
So
This is
here
actually hiding the backend.
background data is what is going on. So user can use the function or system. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Next, polymorphism, taking more than one form. So your person now you're studying with law is considered as a student. If you are going means some other company to work, you are considered as an employee. You are going to home means you are considered as a family member. Okay. So based on the number of arguments, so based on the different type of data, you can overload and you can taking more than one form by yourself, which is known as polymorphism. So polymorphism, normally we can have two types of polymorphism. We will see later in by individual. So comparative polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Okay.
Okay. So what do you give explanation for polymorphism? Can you
So
just repeat?
taking more than one form. So now the same person name which is used for different purposes. So you are a person, you are now considered as a student, you are going for office means you are considered as an employer, and you are going for home means you are considered as a family member. So the person is same, but the thing is different, different purpose you are
So
going to work with.
here they use the same objects to different forms, like that
Different
way, or
forms, different forms.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
so polymorphism. So dynamic binding. So in dynamic binding, it's late binding. I'm going to give one beautiful example for that. I have a bike for 10 liter capacity of tank capacity of petrol. Okay, I'm going
Okay.
to ride with the first gear. What will happen?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ride with first gear. What will happen? It takes more petrol for ignition to run our bike. Okay, if I'm going with second gear, what will happen? It takes less petrol compared with our first gear. If you are going with the third gear, what will happen? It will consume less compared with first and second gear. If you are going with the fourth, the top gear, what will happen? It takes economy mode petrol recommended by the company. Okay.
Okay. That is the one of example meaning for
Dynamic
message
binding.
passing.
Dynamic binding. Dynamic binding, it allots the memory at the runtime. How it will automatically assumes in our bike. So based on the input requirement, it allots the petrol. So similar way in our computer system, what it will do, if I am using double memory, it allots 8-byte memory. If I am using integer byte memory, it allots 4-byte memory. I have 4 GB primary memory capacity. So it allots the memory based on the requirement at the runtime.
Okay.
Okay, now you understand what is dynamic binding.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Okay, so now let me see about message pass. Okay, so passing a message between one object to another object, which is known as message passing. So in real time, can you able to tell any example for that? Okay.
No idea.
No idea. Okay. So I will tell my example. So if you are going to take ATM, some the money is not available. It will source the user. So currently out of service. Something it will source. So for getting the information to the user. Okay. So and also I am going to take money with ATM. The money you are having only 1,000 or 2,000 only. If I am trying to give 500 rupees, what it will source to the user, only enter multiples of 1,000 or 2,000, it will source. Okay, we
Okay.
practice like that only. So here, and another one example, real time example I will provide to you passing a message. If I am riding in bypass, so by bike 80 kilometer of field, suddenly I want to take a right turn, what I will do?
Suddenly you want to
Take right turn, what I will do?
you will turn the bike handbar.
Handbar I will take, bro. So what you will do before taking right turn? What you will do? Handbar if you turn means you won't get right turn. So yeah, okay. So very good example. So what you will do?
Yeah, putting indicator, right?
Indicator.
Indicator.
So what is the purpose
Yeah.
of giving an indicator? To
Mm.
know the front and rear persons have to this guy going to take right hand, otherwise we will make an accident. Okay, so for that reason we are passing the message between front and rear. So we can put a right indicator. What it will do in front side also indicator will pass, and back side also indicator will pass in right side. Okay,
Okay.
so for
Okay.
that reason we are using. So message passing, you now understand. Okay.
I understand. Yeah.
Okay, so we stick on these things, six concepts. Dynamic writing and message passing or dynamically we will use. Okay, first six we can implement directly, and seven and eight we don't going to implement. Okay, so this is the
Okay.
concepts. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, so bro, Saturday and Sunday only I can able to take 1.5 hours. Okay, because 7 o'clock I have session next session. How to run on to Kiddo. Okay. So for the reason,
Saturday today, Saturday for you,
yeah,
so it's morning time.
Saturday and
Uh,
Sunday. Tomorrow I will come 4:30 as special time. Today I came no. Tomorrow we will
tomorrow you will,
implement my class like that.
so you will wake up at 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30 I will wake up. Is no problem for
Okay.
you. 4:30
No,
to
it's night time here. I don't have any problem.
yeah,
So
okay, bro. 4:30
uh,
today I came no. The similar way I will come tomorrow also. So that yesterday also we seen little bit. That's why I came very early today.
I think today also we started 4:30, right?
Yeah,
We
bro.
started
Today also
4:30.
we started 4:30 only. I forgot to intimate.
4:30. So tomorrow is going to be
Saturday and
4 to
Sunday we will have only one session, and Monday to Friday only we have 3 hours session. Okay, night and morning. Okay,
Saturday and Sunday only one session. That is 2 hour session, right?
1.5 hour, 1 hour 45 minutes. We start with 4:30 means we complete it on 6:10 or 6:50. Okay,
1.5 hours.
one and a
Okay.
half hours. Okay, Saturday Sunday only, and Monday to Friday we will go with 3 hours.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay, bro.
I'm not hearing. 1 minute.
Yeah. What have to? Monday to Friday we were having 3 hours class. Okay, and
Hmm. That
weekend
is like a Monday to Friday, like a regular whatever timing we
whatever
discussed.
timing we discussed. Saturday and Sunday only I have more number of lessons. I have to take rest and take to go for
Okay.
here also. That's why
Okay. So
night we
okay.
don't have session. Only morning session only.
Only morning. That is night for me. Okay.
Yeah, fine. Okay, bro. So I will give some work to you. Okay.
Hmm? Yeah.
So
Sure.
assessment for tomorrow assessment morning. Factorial.
Okay.
Okay. So you can go.
Do you have
Uh,
my email ID?
no, bro.
Okay, I'll send it through by Skype now.
Skype you can send it.
Better I'll yeah, I have your number, so I'll
You will text me.
are you using WhatsApp?
Yeah, yesterday I gave no, that's my WhatsApp
1 minute.
number. Okay. I will give some assessment to you.
Okay.
Factorial.
1 minute. I'm saving your number, so I'll give a minute. 968-857.
9672. Okay. Don't go with factorial. You go with some basic functions. Area of circle, the angle, square.
Are you sitting closer to kitchen?
Yeah, you can find this area of circle, area of triangle, square, polygon. Okay, so go through with C++ or Java program, and you can implement in C language. Okay, tomorrow you will complete this task. And
So area of circle. This is a task for me.
Yeah, for
Area of circle.
area of
Huh?
triangle. This is the task for you. You complete this task.
Okay.
Area
What
of
what
circle.
what what should I do for
You
to complete?
find this answer for this area of circle. To getting the input, you can found the result and print it. Okay. Without using
No, no,
function,
no.
you can find these things.
Area of circle and triangle, square and polygon.
Yeah.
So you want I don't know how what to write in the programming.
Area of circle. What is the formula for area of circle?
I'm not that good in maths.
Okay, no issues. You can go and search. You can get the result. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
so after get that.
Get that you can print it and we move with function these programs on next classes, upcoming classes.
So you want this function to be processed.
Without using function, you get the result. I was told how to get the addition operation. Similarly, you can calculate these things: circle, triangle, square, and polygon. Okay.
Okay,
This
okay.
is basic
I
question.
sent. I sent. Okay, I'll check. And I sent you the okay moment Idris, my email ID.
Okay. The next,
So
what you have to do to complete the recording?
that I'll come in Skype. I can show you.
Okay. Okay, you can call me.
Don't close it. I'll come in Skype.
Okay.
Yeah. Share your screen. Yeah. Now you close this. Go to meeting. Close that one. No, first close the big one. The big screen. Oh, you only have this one. Okay. You close it now. Close it. Yeah, end meeting now for all. Sure, you want to end meeting for everyone. Maybe I think mine is open. Wait a minute. Yeah, give yes.